Hello everyone, Scott Devers here, Visual Evangelist. I'm here today with my four-part Teletubes. You've heard of television? Of course you have. These are the Teletubes. There are four parts. Let me show you what I mean. Now the first two parts are here. This is called the outside. Now there's the outside of the outside, as I will demonstrate. Then there's the inside of the outside. Those are the first two of the four parts of my four-part Teletubes. So here's parts number 1 and 2, the outside of the outside and the inside of the outside. Then we have this part. These are parts number 3 and 4. This is the inside. Now this is the outside of the inside, and this is the inside of the inside, as you can see. So we have four parts, as I mentioned previously. We have the outside of the outside, and the inside of the outside, the outside of the inside, the inside of the outside. No, wait a minute. Let me start over. There's the outside of the outside, the inside of the outside, the outside of the inside, the inside of the inside. Whew, that's right. My four-part Teletubes. And this is my Teletube controller. You know how you have a television controller. These are my Teletube controllers. I will press the button and amazing things will take place. And so I press the button. Boop! You like that sound effect? It was pretty good, huh? You want to hear it again? Boop! There we go. And so our four-part Teletubes. And it has two stories today. The first is of the Schmidt twins. Zeke and Zeb, the Schmidt twins. Now the Schmidt twins, when they were small and they were young, they were very lively, very happy and laughing and jolly, and they would run around the yard and the garden, and they would play and swing on the swing sets and have a very good time. But then they became a part of this very strange religion, and everything you did was bad. You couldn't do anything that was fun, that was good. Swinging on the swing set, that's bad. And flying a kite, that's bad. And they had this idea that God was so severe, he would never let you have any fun. And so the Schmidts grew up to be something like this. And because they're twins, I can never quite keep them separated. And will you look at that kisser? Huh? He is a miserable Schmidt. And here comes miserable Schmidt number 2. You see, I told you they were twins. Schmidt number 1 and Schmidt number 2, Zeke and Zeb. And I never can tell who Zeke and Zeb are. Now, only one of them got married because the other one thought that even that was something that their God would not allow. And so birds of a feather will flock together. So let's have a look at Mrs. Schmidt. And here comes Mrs. Schmidt. Here comes the bride. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Boy, I'll tell you, would you want to see Mrs. Schmidt coming down the road? Well, I'd want to see her before she saw me. Oh my goodness. You know, religion, the Bible religion, Christianity, isn't about everything being bad. There are things we ought not to do, but not everything is bad. And we are actually allowed to tell a joke as long as it's a clean joke, and we can have lots of fun without turning into Mr. and Mrs. Sour Schmidt. Now there's another story. It's about the world's most famous egghead. Who is the world's most famous egghead? Well, his first name is Humpty. So now you know who it is. And this is an old picture made way back in the 1930s. Literally, that's true. And this is Humpty Dumpty. And this particular Humpty Dumpty listens to no one. And you know, the Schmidts, they went over the top and just always, it wasn't good behavior that they did. They went way over the top and they were just sour. But he went the other way. He listens to nobody. Now, in the school where he went to school, out front was a great big stone fence. And he was told, Humpty Dumpty, Mr. Egghead, it's not a good idea to get on the fence. And he says, I can do anything I want. Nobody's going to tell me. And oh, Humpty Dumpty, what did he do? There he is, sitting on the fence. And you see almost the silly little laugh on his face. Ha ha, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do. Ha ha ha, I'm getting away with something. Well, now we all know what happened to old Humpty Dumpty. He thought he was so smart breaking the rules, didn't he? And he just thought he could do whatever he wanted, clever little child that he was. And what happened? Well, Humpty Dumpty fell off of the wall, and he wasn't very pleased, was he? Do you see him down there? Now, this particular Humpty Dumpty, his head didn't break, but I think he had a very sore head, and he's really mad. Who's he mad at? Does he blame himself because he didn't listen to the instructions? Did he blame himself for not obeying the rules? No. He blamed the wall. He blamed his teachers. He blamed his parents. He blamed the world. He blamed the local government. He blamed anybody and everybody. There's one person he never blamed. He never blamed himself. He always pointed the finger at somebody else. It was never his fault that he got hurt. It was never his fault that he was in trouble. But you know, it was his fault. In the Bible, when Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, do you know one of the first things they did? They started blaming other people. God said to Adam, did you eat from the tree I told you not to? And he says, oh, the woman you gave me. Oh, by the way, you gave her to me, so you're partly at fault. And she told me to, so it's her fault. And then God said to Eve, did you eat the forbidden fruit? Oh, well, the devil told me to. Listen, when you've done something wrong, admit it. And ask to be forgiven. And tell people you're sorry. And tell God you're sorry. And don't blame anybody and everybody. Don't start into that game of always blaming others. Well, I think I'm going to turn off my two-part Teletubes. And we'll have another story another day. Bye for now.